Managing secure access to Azure storage is a core skill for anyone working with cloud infrastructure. One of the most powerful features is stored access policies. These allows you to centrally control shared access signatures without having to regenerate keys or reissue tokens. In this video, we'll walk through the steps to create and configure stored access policies in Azure. Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. I'm Manhar and welcome back to MSFT WebCast. Stored access policies are an additional layer of security that you can apply to shared access signature token deployments on the server side of a storage account. They allow you to group shared access signatures and enforce additional restrictions. By extension, SaaS tokens work in tandem with stored access policies. We can use the stored access policy to change the start time, expiry time, or permissions for a SaaS URL generated from a storage account. We can also revoke access after it has been issued without having to rotate the storage account keys. Let's look at how to create stored access policies in the Azure Portal and how they are configured to manage storage and control data access. Open your preferred web browser, navigate to portal.azure.com and sign in with your Azure account. In the search bar at the top of the portal, type Storage. Under Services, select Storage Accounts. This page displays a list of storage accounts from your Azure environment. All Azure storage resources support stored access policies, but in this video, we will focus on blob containers. For this demo, I have created a storage account named GJ Storage ACC2 and within it, a container named Test Container 002. Step 1. Create a stored access policy. Click the container name to access it. You can see that there are two blobs stored in this container. On the overview page, expand the settings section and then click Access Policy. To create a new stored access policy, click Add Policy. Provide a meaningful name for this policy. Next, select the permissions to include in the stored access policy. Select permissions from the list. For example, read and list. Use the calendar icon to specify the start time and expiry time. You can also select the time zone as per your local region. Click OK and then click Save to create the policy. Once the policy is created, it will appear under Stored Access Policies. Step 2. Assigning the Stored Access Policy to Shared Access Signature configuration. Now that we have the Stored Access Policy, we need to create a new SaaS. We can create it directly from the Container Overview page under Shared Access Tokens. Go to Shared Access Tokens. Make sure the Account Key option is selected. Under the Stored Access Policy drop-down, select the new Stored Access Policy to assign it to the Shared Access Tokens configuration. Once you select the Stored Access Policy, the permissions, start and expiry date time options will be grayed out. You can also restrict access to a specific IP address. Next, click the Generate SaaS Token and URL button. You'll see that the Blob SaaS Token and Blob SaaS URL have been generated. Copy and paste the SaaS token and SaaS URL values into a secure location. These values are displayed only once and cannot be retrieved after the window is closed. To test access to the blob, we can connect using Storage Explorer. I have already created a video showing how to install and set up Azure Storage Explorer. The link is included in the description. Leave the window open. Now go to the Windows 11 machine where we installed Azure Storage Explorer. Open the Start menu and click Azure Storage Explorer to launch the application. In the left sidebar, click the plug icon. This opens the Connect to Azure Storage wizard. Click on the blob container or directory. Select the connection method. Choose the Shared Access Signature URL method and then click Next to continue. Go back to the Azure Portal and copy the blob SaaS URL. After copying the URL, return to Azure Storage Explorer. Under blob container or directory SaaS URL, paste the copied blob SaaS URL. Click Next to continue. On the summary page, click Connect. Once the connection is established, you'll see your storage account resources listed on the left side. We have now connected to the blob container we created with the stored access policy and SAS. Confirm that both blobs are present. To test whether the policy is working, we can try to delete a file since we didn't apply that permission in the policy. Right-click on the one of the blob files. From the context menu, select Delete. Click on Yes to continue with deletion. After a few seconds, you'll see an error message indicating that the deletion of the blob file failed. This confirms that our stored access policy is working as expected. Let's double check that. Go back to the Azure Portal. To test, let's update the policy and add the delete permission. Click on Access Policy. Click the ellipsis button and select Edit. From the Permissions drop-down menu, select Delete Permission. When ready, click OK and then click Save to update the policy. Go back to Azure Storage Explorer. Keep in mind that the policy can take up to 30 seconds to update. Now try deleting the file again. Right-click on one of the blob files. From the context menu, select Delete. Click on Yes to continue with deletion. Wait for a few seconds. This time, the deletion completes without any issues. We can verify that our stored access policy is working as configured. Using a stored access policy allows granular access control and also means that if we need to change a permission or the start expiry time for an application or user using the SAS URL, we no longer have to reissue it each time. We can simply update the stored access policy used for the SAS. That's how you can create and configure stored access policy for containers in Azure. That's all for this video. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on Microsoft Azure and other Microsoft related topics. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.